Olá pessoal, este vídeo é o terceiro de uma série de 7 que estamos apresentando semanalmente. Hoje haverá no vídeo uma demonstração ao vivo salientando as capacidades do software. Os vídeos mostrados foram todos filmados utilizando a revolucionária e absolutamente incrível tecnologia de processamento de vídeo Motion Amplification da RDI. Será apresentado pelo CEO e fundador da empresa Jeff Hay.
Kind of walking through this setup, and then now we'll get into the sort of the meat of the presentation, which is really the topic that I wanted to talk about, which is more than just video, right? So we're going to go through sort of these series of capabilities that the camera lets you do that are not just the sort of the MP4 video that you may share with somebody or play on your phone or something like that, just that self-contained video, some other things that allow you to understand it than just the motion amplification videos themselves. So this first feature actually has motion amplification in it, but I want to talk about it because it's a little bit different than just a video. I'm going to do a live demonstration here. So I'm going to turn on a rotor kit here in the office, and then we'll do it from that. So. Okay, so I'm going to launch the acquisition software here. And then I'm going to bring that over onto the screen here. Just going to, kind of square that up. And then, so, the reason why I'm talking a little bit about live motion amplification is because this is, this isn't just producing a video. This is really about troubleshooting in the field. And what it's about is just this idea that you can press this button and go straight into live motion amplification. So this is occurring live right now. I'm gonna put my hand in front of the camera here just to kind of show you that, right? Show you that the concept that it's live. And so I wanted to go a little bit more in depth on this topic. For this presentation, you can increase the amplification, right live if you want. You can even slow it down. So if something's moving too fast, you can slow it down. So you can imagine how this tool could be used. Not just about producing a video, but as an understanding tool in the field to be able to see what's moving live. In very complex fields of view. So you can, the idea here is that one of the things when we started doing motion amplification with the irism, and I was exposed to this industry for the first time, I had heard that a lot of people say, I wish I could do an ODS on that, or a complex analysis, or a real sophisticated look at this asset. But I can't afford to do that because it will take a half day, or to take a day, or to take or maybe I can't get it in the sort of budget to bring someone in to do that level of analysis, because this asset doesn't have high enough criticality, or it's not valuable. And so one of the things that was interesting about motion amplification is what really we wanted to do was really allow the bar to be lowered there, so that if you weren't able to afford to be able to spend a half day on an asset, maybe you could spend an hour on an asset, or 30 minutes on an asset, doing sort of motion amplification study with the camera, because the camera allows you to do it so quickly. Again, coming back to this idea that a camera is opening up a lot of doors. And so what my point is with live amplification, what we're trying to do here is, again, lower that bar again one more time, so that now, even if you can't afford to spend 30 minutes or an hour on an asset, maybe you can afford to spend 10 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 seconds, where you can go through and say, okay, I'm just going to stop by. I'm out doing a scan. I'm going to stop by and look at that, quickly, because I'm walking by it with the camera. And so that's the sort of thing that live motion amplification we're excited that you know that would open the door for. So again, let me go through and show you a few videos here. Just kind of demonstrate that. I guess I got ahead of myself, and I was supposed to show you that demonstration after the slide set demonstration. So here is a video of a network of pipes, right? And then now we amplified the data. I'm going to turn off that rotor kit. And we amplified it. And the idea here is that, you know, where do you start, right? Where do you start in a view like this? How do you make, how do you make a judgment call? I'm like, you know, I'm gonna put an accelerometer on that, right? You know, and even if you can put an accelerometer on that, and the answer is largely you don't, right? People don't monitor a lot of pipe work. There's a lot of things like that that sort of just go unmonitored because there's either too much of it, it's too complex, or there's just not the appropriate tool out there for it. And so that's the idea also with being able to look at something live like that. Again, it's because we have a camera. You know, it comes back to this idea that the camera enables us really to be able to do something pretty sophisticated. So, and then this video, you know, you could catch something like this live, right? You just have lots of little things out there, right, that are of high consequence. You know, you can do these scans. And so this is the idea behind sort of the with the live amplification for scanning, you know, in terms of just going beyond to traditional, I'm going to collect a data, write a report, and that sort of thing.
Agradecemos a atenção dada ao terceiro vídeo desta série. Na próxima semana, apresentaremos um vídeo sobre medição de deslocamentos de eixos rotativos. Na era da indústria 4.0, a Vitec disponibiliza as mais avançadas tecnologias de monitoramento online, como análise de óleo, vibrações e motores elétricos, que integradas permitem acompanhar o desempenho das plantas em tempo real e à distância. Acompanhe-nos nas redes sociais, LinkedIn, Facebook e YouTube, onde disponibilizamos palestras, trabalhos técnicos e vídeos para sua atualização.